Hello and welcome to This Week in Campbell Football. I'm Chris Hemeyer alongside head coach of the Fighting Camels, Mike Minter. And as always, this show is sponsored by our friends at Dunn Benson Ford. Coach, 1-0 after your offense put up 49 points in the season opener in front of a sellout crowd.
Well, you know what, the crowd was excited. They came there with some enthusiasm and some industriousness that we talk about, the cornerstones. And so I was really excited about the fact that they was there and showing a lot of support for the football team. So first, let me start off with that. And then as far as the football game was concerned, we started off slow. And, offense, I think, had 3 drives, couldn't move the ball. And then eventually the defense came up with a big-time play, Deontay Henderson taking it to the house, and really kind of got us ignited a little bit. And then the offense, the next 2 drives, scored touchdowns and really showed the explosiveness in our passing game. And that's something that we've been working on all off-season is to be able to create that element in our football team. So Coach Marsh did a great job with Daniel to create those opportunities. And going into halftime, everybody was kind of saying we can do better than that and come out second half ready to rock and roll. So, all in all, it was a great win for us, but we got a long ways to go. We got so much to learn from watching the film and the young guys that got to play. The great thing, we played a lot of people. And so, we got to continue to work hard at what we're doing and go from there.
What are the main things you're going to be focusing on with your team this week, just in general?
Well, in general, I think it's the ability to remain focused throughout the whole game. I thought we lost interest in the football game there in the fourth quarter. It's probably the worst fourth quarter. We had some dumb penalties on special teams that should not happen, and then we gave up some points and threw a pick for a touchdown, and gave up a couple of drives there at the end. And so we got to get better at that, and just understanding how to finish in the fourth quarter is one of the things that we'll work on. And then, again, alignment, assignment technique. We always got to be proficient in that.
Daniel Smith, of course, is going to be on everybody's radar this year, but your quarterback lived up to the billing, but really spread the ball around, 450-plus yards of a total offense. What did you think of his in the offense's play?
Well, I mean, Daniel is a big-time football player for us, and he really, excels at the quarterback position. Why? Because he's a leader. He's a smart guy. He's very intelligent at what he does as far as the football game is concerned. He knows where the football needs to go. The offense is built that way. It takes what the defense gives you, and that's why you see the ball spread it around so much. And he did a great job of getting the ball to everybody who needed to get the ball. So we excited. I mean, because it's the first time in my coaching career, high school or college, that I have the same quarterback for 2 years in a row. So it shows. He's a common force out there, and to be able to throw, for 3 touchdowns and run for 2, and just a great competitor, and we're glad that he's on our side.
Oh, week 2, you move up to the FCS level. You go to the nation's capital to take on Georgetown, a team that beat you in a closely contested game here in Buies Creek last year. But they're a different team, a new offensive coordinator. They look good as they beat up Marist last week.
Listen, they beat them up too, and Marist is a good football team, as we know. And so Georgetown is going to be well coached. I watched the game live as it was going on, and then of course come back and watch the film. These guys didn't make any big time mistakes. I think the new offensive coordinator has brought an identity to that offense, and the quarterback is a guy that can run it for him, and that's what you need as a coach, is a guy that can be the general out there and the leader to kind of be the point guard, and that's what he does for Georgetown offense. And so we got our work cut out for us on defense, and we have to be prepared. We have to be focused on all the little details of what happens out there on the football field, and continue to play with that intensity. What I do love about our defense is that we fast and athletic, and we can get to the football. And so it's going to be a great challenge because they got great receivers too. They can throw the ball deep down the field, and the big-time receivers, they can jump up there and get it. And so our DBs have to be aware of that and stay into the football game the whole time. And so this is going to be a good challenge for our defense. And then when you look at their their defense against our offense, they're a physical team, which we saw last year. 44 is back. And this guy, we couldn't block him on anything last year as far as our offense, and he was also on special teams, and he was one of their rushers on punt, and we couldn't block him on that either. So we got to get ready for this guy. I think he's a guy that can make some plays on their defense. They moved to more of a 3-3 stack situation opposed to a 4-2. Covered 4 team last year. Now they're 3-3 stack. Covered 3 teams this year, and that means that people can come from anywhere. They got 3 down linemen, and the other 8, who knows where they're gonna end up. And so we got to be patient. We got to know where we're going with the football, and we got to protect the football because these guys can create turnovers. 17, who was their free safety, got 2 picks coming down the middle of the field. Unbelievable picks coming from the other side of the field on one of them. This guy's fast, and he will make you pay when he's in the middle of the field and you try to throw the ball down the field. And so we have to be patient. We got to take what they give us, and we got to work the ball down the field the way that we need to, and not take unnecessary chances to try to get frustrated, try to force the ball down the field, and these guys making turnovers. So it's going to be fun. Special teams, I think, is even, and so 12:30 p.m. afternoon. It's going to be hot, and so my guy got to get prepared for that because it's going to be the first 4-quarter game that you've played all season long at 12:30 in the afternoon. So it's going to be interesting.
Showdown in the nation's capital, Campbell at Georgetown. It will be 12:30, as Coach says, on the Patriot Network. Also, we'll have live audio coverage on GoCamels.com and here locally on 88.3 FM. For head coach Mike Mentor, I'm Chris Hemeyer saying so long. We'll talk to you next week on This Week in Campbell Football.